Adam Bowles playing just stock Jund.
The boogeyman.
Yeah, this is definitely. I don't think this is the boogeyman anymore.
Yeah, okay, that's
This
fair.
is the underdog. But it's very stock. We've got a murder, 2 ground seals, 3 bonfires, 2 abrupt decays, 2 rector's turn, a slip and a mizzy mortars as the slots that you can move around. Everything else is very stock with the double arbor elves that Reduke and Owen made popular, yeah, at the Pro Tour. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I don't really see a lot of cards for sideboard. We're going to definitely want to see one of the Lilianas from the Jund side, or a quick Huntmaster to fight these Geists.
Yeah, these Geists and these Reckoners, they're obviously both 2 very, very powerful cards. 2 scary cards to be playing against. If you're Adam, is he's going to take a mulligan down to 6 here, as is Bronson. Now, this approach to Blue-White-Red, we've seen Blue-White-Red kind of go through some iterations right now. We saw last week Jonathan Joe make the finals with a counterspell-heavy version that also had a really the War Leader to be able to close out games quickly. We've seen versions that have Assemble the Legion in both the main deck and the sideboard to be able to take control that way. You see Bronson has 2 Assemble the Legion in his sideboard. If you're a Blue-White-Red mage, Brad,
I
know you hang out with a few.
Yeah.
What approach would you be taking with the Blue-Red deck? Are you okay with these 8 3-drops in the deck, where you're tapping out a little bit more often? Would you like to be more counterspell heavy?
So my problem with Blue-White-Red right now is I want to play decks like this when I have a lot of options. You don't have the power level in the cards as the other decks do, but you have a lot more options. So when you're going down a Geist and Boros Reckoner path like this, what ends up happening is you don't get those options. You're forced to play your hand out the way that you draw it. Okay. And that's just not where I want to be with the Sphinx Revelation deck. I'm not a fan of Blue-White-Red right now. I think it's a mid-range deck that's worse than Jund, has worse matchups, really just beats the hyper-aggressive decks that you already get in a lot of other decks out there.
Okay. So
I think it's a deck that a lot of people like to play with. They just love attacking with Geist, and I've never understood it.
I think people just love a blue card, honestly.
Love a blue. All the cards are blue now. They all just give you power and more card advantage. The more you play, the more cards you have.
Everything is disguising itself as a blue card.
It is. Is Strike Tusk a green card?
Not exactly.
No.
No.
It's a blue-white card. You get 2 copies and a life.
So we're going to see Bronson's going to take a mulligan down to 5 here. Adam seems happy enough on his 6 cards, relaxed with his pen in his hair.
Yep.
These decks, of course, 2 staples of the format. Now, they have moved on to the back burner a little bit here. As you said, Jund was kind of at its dominance, or at its peak around Pro Tour Montreal.
Yeah.
A week before that, maybe the week after.
I think the Grand Prix, too. I think that was like when Jund was at its best.
Yeah.
The Blitz GP, I don't remember where it was.
Quebec City. Quebec City, yeah.
And the biggest reason that we're seeing Jund fall down is not just because it has a bad Junk matchup. It's because the format is very polarized right now.
Okay.
You have the Reanimator deck in Junk, you have the Tap Out Control deck or the Slow Control deck in Esper, and you have Naya Blitz and Jund Aggro on the Hyper Aggressive. And Jund cannot conform in 75 cards to beat all 3. So you're going to have to sacrifice one of those matchups.
So you're saying they should play like 85 cards?
Yes, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Maybe a little bit of a bigger main deck to be able to handle all these problems.
And potentially be able to sideboard into battle with. You can do that, right?
Only if you ask nice. As Bronson is going to roll out 5 cards here. Certainly by no means this match over, as Jund is not a deck that kills you incredibly quickly. It does have a lot of powerful cards, but it can draw the wrong half of its deck,
It one-for-ones you into the ground, so as long as the only real thing that Bronson needs is a Geist and no answer from Adam, and then Bronson just has to use those spells to effectively just use everything to get the damage through with the Geist. But if we see a Liliana from Adam, this match is over.
Adam looking deep into Bronson's eyes, daring him to mulligan again.
He's just praying for.
Go ahead.
For.
I dare you. Bronson can't stand to look at Adam right now. Looking deep into those 5 cards, wondering, can I keep them? Should I mulligan? Down to 4 he goes. This is not how he became Grand Prix Lincoln champion.
Well, you remember the deck he was playing? It was Loam, right? I bet he did this.
Yeah, I guess he could have mulliganed a little bit with that deck, yeah. He probably doesn't mulligan so bad.
Oh, no, it's really great. Life from the Loam is a hell of a magic card. Also,
one of my favorites.
Also, another green card that is not a
That is definitely not a green card.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite cards. The green cards that disguise themselves as blue cards.
I mean, the only good ones ever.
Yeah, those are the only ones that I like personally.
Well, green definitely did not get the raw abilities right when the game was introduced. They were like, all right, big green monsters. I mean, before the invention of tempo, green must have been really good. Before people realized about playing a good curve and
Yeah, you know, your basic fundamentals of Magic.
yeah,
It was Force of Nature time.
oh for sure. I mean, I remember that's the first thing that I lost to. It was like Elemental Champion. I don't even know. It was a 7/7 for 7. It was a big walking tree folk. It's from 7th edition.
Verdant Force?
Nah, maybe, I don't know. It didn't make tokens. Alright, so we're going to shock ourselves to Thought Scour, and Adam's passing with another land.
Alright, so Thought Scour's going to turn on Azorius Charm, Boros Ragnar. Bronson's going to draw Supreme Verdict off of that. Draws another card, and you see a Hallowed Fountain to draw. So you see a couple of lands here. You don't see the Geister, you don't see a Boros Reckoner. You just see a couple of spells there that can cycle.
Yeah, we have a Boros Charm, an Azorius Charm to cycle, and a Supreme Verdict. Not exactly what you want, but we do not have a Liliana.
Adam does fade Liliana. Azorius Charm is going to cycle. You see Unsummon drawn for the turn. Hallowed Fountain coming to play tap and does just pass the turn back. Adam,
Bronson did not get the memo that Unsummon does not beat Thragtusk.
Adam without a 4th land. Ooh. Now we might have a game of Magic here. As Bronson's going to draw a card, he draws his Sphinx's Revelation, not you. Adam draws a Garuk Primal Hunter. So here we go. Boros Reckoner, pass the turn back. Does Adam draw the land? He draws a Farseek, so he kind of draws a land.
It's okay. But this is the time that Bronson needed.
Yeah, he needs to capitalize right now. You're going to see Adam search out a Blood Crypt here. He's going to fix his mana, be able to search. He does have the triple green necessary for Garruk if we ever do get to that point. But Adam has a hand full of 4 and 5 drops with a Thragtusk, Olivia, Huntmaster of the Fells, and Garruk over there. And no removal to take care of Boros Reckoner right now. So in for 3. And is it Geist time? It is Geist time.
Oh, with a Boros Charm and an Unsummon in hand, this Mold of 4 is going to get there.
So let's see what Adam chooses. He draws an Arbor Elf for the turn. You see his hand of Huntmaster of the Fells. He has Olivia. He does not have a 5th land for Thragtusk to be able to stabilize right now.
Yeah, he definitely needed that land to hit a Thragtusk because this Huntmaster is not going to get the job done.
So here comes Huntmaster of the Fells. Going to gain Adam 2, going to get him a Wolf token. Bronson's going to draw a card. He draws a Glacial Fortress. Now he does have 4 lands. He can, quote-unquote, cycle that Sphinx's Revelation, but we are going to start here with an attack with the gang. You see the Angel token come into play.
Here is the Huntmaster test and a fail from Adam Boyles. This is the old Huntmaster test where you had to put both in front because you get Unsummoned.
So Unsummoned is going to take care of the Wolf token. Bronson's going to come across for 7 damage total. And he has played a spell, so Huntmaster's not going to flip. So Adam's going to draw a card. It's going to need to be a land here, Brad, and it is a land. Cemetery.
Okay, so the game still goes on. We just have a Boros Charm to deal with, deal two attacks with Geist.
So Adam, resigned to his fate, says, I guess I'll cast Thragtusk if you don't have a counter spell. And Bronson says, I don't have one. So up to 17, Adam is going to go. It's going to help stabilize his board. Bronson going to draw a card. He draws a Sulphur Falls. So we're getting a little bit closer to having Sphinx's Revelation become a Magic card again.
Yeah.
And so now here comes the Geist, the Angel, and the Boros Reckoner again.
All right, so Thragtusk in front of Geist. So this is 7. So he has the ability to deal 13 damage right now. 11. But is he going to just want to Boros Charm to give his team indestructibility? This also makes the Huntmaster not flip. And, all right, yeah. This allows him to get one more hit in with that Geist, but another Thragtusk is just going to,
oh, we see Double Strike is the choice.
Just to get that Thragtusk off the board. Wow.
I mean, Double Strike takes care of the Thragtusk, also does do a lot of damage opening himself
up. Bronson's going to
Snapcaster Mage, maybe.
Right, so he wants to slow down. I don't like slowing down against a fistful of cards against Jund. But with that, he's going to try to Wrath, get the boards cleared up, and get that Sphinx's Revelation online.
Yeah, maybe catch up with cards that way. And you're going to see Ravager of the Fells and the Beast token, or excuse me, Huntmaster of the Fells and the Beast token come across here. So Bronson going to take a draw step, and now he's going to have to go in back. He's going to kind of have to turtle up a little bit, or attack with the Boros Reckoner.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't have that Boros Charm. We could have gotten infinite. Do you think he's just going to Sphinx for... So if he Sphinxes for 2, he can either try to find a Snapcaster Mage or another Boros Charm to try to go infinite? Is that a potential play, Cedric?
Yeah, well, we do see Sphinxes for 2, and I definitely think that's a line right now. When I'm mulligan to 4, desperate times call for desperate measures. You see Magnan Mortars and Sulfur Falls are the draws. He does just pass the turn back here. I think I would have personally preferred maybe the Sphinxes before attacking, so I had more information to work with there, because he does draw the Sulfur Falls, so he could have maybe attacked and given first strike or played defense with first strike. But either way, you see Bronson's turn here. Adam is going to untap and draw. Yeah. So you see him sliding his creatures around. Maybe Thragtusk is going to come across here. But I think most importantly, Brad, is that the window is now open for Garrett Primal Hunter to hit play, or he can even take a turn off and cast Slaughter Days.
Yeah, I don't think you want to take a turn off right now. I don't know what you're really afraid of with this much of a board presence. I guess when you're inside the game, you are just deathly afraid of Revelation taking over. But outside, I don't think the card is going to do enough with that many permanents on the board. No removal spell for... Yeah, so here we're going to see the Garrick.
You're going to see what's likely going to be... Okay, he's going to...
You can't go to 1.
Yeah, that's impossible. So that die is going to have to go up to 4. We'll get a Beast Token out there for you guys and get that die correct for you as well. Because one thing that card cannot do is go to 1. And there's our Beast Token.
You just do it all, don't you? Just the magic.
I do a lot in the booth. I can make it happen.
All right, so seven lands now for Bronson. And we're going to see... Is this another Sphinx's Revelation? No, what is this?
You're going to see a Magnan Mortars. He's going to need one more mana for that.
Yeah, he's going to need...
Yeah, that's 6. That card would be way too good if it cost 5.
It would be pretty good.
So you're going to see that clear up a lot of stuff here. It's going to leave Bronson with a Beast Token. And we're probably going to see him... It's going to leave Adam with a Beast Token. You're going to see Bronson attack with the Reckoner. Maybe try to get in a Garrick here.
Yeah. Time is ticking down, so the infinite life would just end up being a draw for Bronson.
Sure.
So he does need to find some way to deal 12 damage. Adam's all in on Planeswalkers, and now the Olivia can hit play. Olivia is not the greatest answer to a Boros Reckoner, but you do get to steal it at the cost of 1 life and 7 mana.
How about a Bonfire of the Dam? What do you think about that?
Oh, just to kill you, yeah.
Just to take care of him. The last 2 are dealt via Bonfire, and you see Bronson shows his hand of Sphinx's Revelation, Azorius Charm, and just not enough time to get all those cards out of his hand. So you will see Adam Bowles wins
that wasn't
2-1.
satisfying. I wanted to see the Moldafor get
We
there.
almost saw the Moldafor get there. He wins 2-1 over Bronson Magnan, Grand Prix Lincoln champion.
Yeah.
Playing blue, white, red, Geist, and Reckoners.
Well, that is a deck that I did not think I was going to see this early in the day as a Geist strategy.
No?
Pretty nice. No, I mean, I don't see it on Moto. It doesn't exist on Moto because Blitz has taken over.
Okay.
And that's usually where I play. But yeah, I haven't played against a Geist in about a month. Maybe 2.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, I hate playing against Geist.
I'm sick of it, yeah.
Yeah, I would not be complaining too much about that at all.
After spending an entire year building strategies to beat Geist.
Yeah. Trying to beat Delver and Geist and all those guys. Yeah, it's not so bad to see Geist kind of become a little more obsolete nowadays.
For sure.
I can't be unhappy about that at all. So we'll see. We've seen in our feature matches so far, we saw Lewis Laskin win with Pedal to the Metal, defeating Junk Reanimator, a deck that we're going to see plenty of over the next 48 hours.
I really like his list, though, of his Pedal to the Metal. And the thing that screwed me